Good morning. My name is Edson Campos. I was born in Brazil, and I came to North America to continue my art. And I'm happy to be part of the diversity in urban art, this program that I appreciate very much. And it's a great program to showcase artists and what they do. So today I have this painting that I just finished. It's my last painting, and they call The Fall of a Dream. And I'm entering this painting to a competition in France. Basically, it's the French Salon, the historic French Salon. I've been doing that event for a few years now. And it's like the old historic, you can show just one painting and you have judging and awards, and it's through the country of France, and they give awards through the state. So, and here in today's, with our changing world, so many things are changing. So the idea in this painting, it's something that is, how they say, changing, is broken, and the idea that it's gonna go somewhere, you don't know. But the idea that I'm trying to convey here is not that she died or something like that, but it's a fall. We all have dreams that we grow up with, and sometimes the dreams change through life, whatever happens. So I'm trying to express, to communicate that is an ending of a dream, and another dream is gonna take over. So she's still, if you go to her face, you can see she's wondering what is the next step. And because I grew up in Brazil, South America, the Catholic Church is still part of me. I always use some of the icons. And my idea that the next step, like the dove, it's something good. It's a hopeful idea. So we have the element, that something better, different is gonna come. So that's the idea, how I design, like it's a broken David, because so many things are changing, in our life, and no for better, for worse, we don't know, but it's changing. The world keeps changing, and we need to adapt. So that's the idea of this painting. The fall of a dream. Nothing, it's not negative, it's just reality. It's always change, it keeps changing. Through life, we have different happenings in our life, good and bad, and we have to readapt. We are always adapting to a new reality. So that's the idea. And this is gonna be my entry for next year. And I'm just happy with how I design, because I basically designed the piece for you to interact. Now you can see it's large. So when you're looking at the painting, you have a participation. It's almost like I make you participate in a physical way. And that's what I love, the large scale painting, because it becomes more physical, not just to look at it, but you become like you wanna, participate. Now you can go up, and here's the center. So, and it's designed for you to interact. And my style is a romantic. It's an old style. I love that, and I develop a skill doing that. So it's so many. The artwork, so many things are involved to create that piece. It takes a lot of time. I had this place that I love is in south of France, and this is a sculpture. It's an installation of a French artist. So I borrow this part in here. It's somebody sculpture installation, and I create a new story with his sculpture. And his concept is basically the same. It's not the destruction of culture, but the ever-changing culture. And sometimes in my work myself right now, I try to keep the old tradition alive, the well rendering painting, the romantic. I want to keep that style alive because, again, it's changing, the new art. It is now installations, there's concept art, but I still do something that is old, but I do with my best skill. And it still has a place in the world, of course, because the artists that has done that are dying anyway, so we are passing, changing. So I do with my best skill, so that's what I still produce, and again, it's an old technique that I try to do with my best respect, with a homage, to the masters. But it takes a lot of time. It's a lot of skill involved. From the composition aspect, everything is very well designed for your eyes to play, so it's not random. Nothing is random on this piece, like the old masters. Everything is very well planned. I try to make, easy on you, but it took me a lot of effort to come up with this design. Right now, wow, it's nice, but it takes so much effort. And a little bit about my technique. It's something traditional, but it's very important for show realism. And that's what I love, the realism. So basically I'm using everything possible because it's a two-dimensional area, and I have to create an illusion for the viewer to see three-dimensional. So the light is everything on a traditional painting style. So like in here, you can see the sunlight, is a light coming from, this way from the top, it's hitting, the dove, and here, so I project the shadow. So all the contrast, between dark and light, it's everything. So because I create energy is an illusion that I create to make you see three-dimensional. So the dark area, like in here, when I create this dark area, I bring this, this object up front. But this is a skill you develop with time, but it's a traditional way to paint. But you have to use everything in your, understanding to create that illusion of reality. And that takes time, and I photograph the object, and here, this is my photograph. So everything here is my own photograph. So on my skill of painting, I need to be a fair photographer. I need to understand photography, and I need to understand how the light, work on the object to create reality. So it's so many aspects to create something like this. It's so many understanding of art in different levels And again, from composition to how the light is gonna affect, like you guys do in the video, how important is the light, So, so I create an image that I convince you, the viewer, that is realistic, and even the perspective, how I place the female there. So I'm creating an illusion, but it's all about the design, how I use the light, and the technique. So it's my skill. I can draw very well. So allows me to create paintings like that, but the drawing skill to create paintings like that is extremely important. So if anybody's listening wants to, wow, this is nice, I would like to do that. Takes time to develop a drawing skill, and when we develop that, you can create pieces like that, because you have to know the shading, the dark and light. Like you can see here, goes to light to darker and go back to light again. So I'm creating again an illusion. Like in here goes light and dark and go light again. So I create a three-dimensional effect. Again in here I show that the light is bouncing from here and is hitting the statue arm. So this is lighter because that way. So I create that illusion that it has a volume in there. The same thing here. The light is hitting back. So you have a little lighter on this area, the same is in here. So it's very alive, because if you miss that, if you dark all this, it becomes flat. So all this is working to create, because it's an illusion on the end, I'm creating a fantasy for you, for your psychic, So, but I give everything possible. It's like I give all the information that I possibly can for you to accept and to convince you. So I use all my skills possible. And it's traditional skill, that comes from the past, from the masters. So I've been reading about, I've been looking, understanding, and to be able to create something like that. But yeah, thank you very much.